blue. We're up the hills. Come and enjoy the view with Walt and Teddy here on Habs TV. How you doing, guys? Oh, I don't know what's happening now. I've just been on an awesome singers broadcast, The Day. If people don't follow her, please follow her, guys. And that's just The Day, Dey. What an awesome singer she actually is, like absolutely beautiful. But how's everybody doing? It's hump day. We're halfway, or are we? Past halfway in the week now, ready for the weekend again. And I don't know what's happened to my screen, guys. Please help me out. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can come back out. It's showing portrait mode on my phone again, but why is it gone like that? We needed to go back to landscape mode. Hopefully we'll do in a minute anyway. I was going to end this because I was getting the 10, 9, 8, and then it went back to 10 again. Then it started again. John, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Yeah, I was just saying that if you don't follow her, John, I was just it's actually on my profile. Hey, Blondie, I was just joined the broadcast the day. Absolutely beautiful singer, really nice and well worth a follow. Like so, please follow her, like guys. So Teddy's having a little wander. All's good. How about you? I'm getting there, John. I'm getting there. This is my first time up the hills for again. My back went on Sunday morning. Believe it or not, we was down on a river walk on Sunday. Not that far either, because Teddy was struggling with his hips and everything. So we didn't go far. But just as we arrived there, I took Teddy. Yeah, I took Teddy's lead off. He started to move away, and bang, my back went again. So I've been on really strong painkillers this week, and I've had heat pads and everything on. I've actually just took my back before I started talking. I wanted to do something a little strange, see if I can push it out. Now, I don't feel as bad as what I did actually. I'm actually moving a lot better than what I was this morning. So hopefully, I think it's just a trapped nerve. I think that's all it is. So hopefully it'll again early in the morning. I've got work on the road. I've been working from the house like this week. Time for physical. No, I refuse, John. I'm not going to hand over my hard-earned cash just for somebody to tell me exactly the same as what they've told me in the past. Like so, what I've done, I remember the exercises and everything which she gave me the last time it went. I know, Blondie, it's called old age. But no, long as I can get out for my walks, I refuse to go back for another MRI. I don't want the worst news. I know what they'll actually say is basically probably the next step is spinal fusion, and I don't want to go down that road. While I can still get out in the hills, up the mountains and everything, even though I struggle now and again. Hey, Wes, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Even though I struggle now and again, I'm still able to walk, and it does release himself. But I'm never pain-free. I've not been like that for many years now. Go, Teddy, go. Well, that's fine if you do the exactly, John. Exactly. I appreciate the high award. Where's I to you as well? And please, I don't know what's actually happening with my screen. I know there are a couple of glitches at the moment with Android, and I seem to be struggling bad, pretty bad. Even though I'm broadcasting in landscape mode at the minute, it's actually showing up in portrait mode on my phone. So I don't know what the story is there, but hey ho, we're still in beta. It will get better. I know there's lots of improvements in the pipeline there, so we've just got to bear with it. We'll bear with it and carry on what we do. And sometimes it's not easy. It's a lot easier if you're broadcasting from the laptop in the house with great fiber optic Wi-Fi and everything like this. But when you hit the mountains, when you hit the hills, when you hit the woods, when you hit the lakes, the rivers, and everything else I go to, guys, it's not always the case for reception, and it's just one of them things we have to live with. Teddy, come here. Sorry, guys, we've got a couple of sheep ahead, and I don't want them mistaking Teddy for a sheep either, even though he looks like a little lamb as he runs around. Teddy, here, come here. Good boy. No scaring them because there's some steep cliffs down the side there. Not as bad as some of the mountains I go to, but yeah, they are a little bit steep. But yeah, guys, anybody who's just joining, we was in, if you check out my profile there, we was in another broadcast just before we started this one. Somebody called The Day out in Bali there, out in Malaysia, and what an awesome singer she is. So please give her a follow if you don't already follow her, and please have a look at a few of the replays because she's a absolutely beautiful singer. And really delighted I had the privilege to actually join up on a broadcast as well and to show some of my views. Blondie, good boy. It's 32 Celsius and humid, John. Our summer is basically gone. The day is in Indonesia. Indonesia. Sorry, Joe. You know, in Indonesia. Yeah, my geography is not the best, as you can see. The day, hi from Bali in Indonesia. She's actually here. There you go, guys. So if you don't already follow her, please give her a follow and check out some of her broadcasts from the past. See you what, Ollie, I got to bounce. The shifting around is making my vertigo kick in. Have a dynamite day. Sorry, Wes. Yeah, I didn't put my stabilizer on this evening either. Usually I've got the gimbal with me, but I traveled light tonight because I have got a bad back, so I didn't want to carry backpacks or anything like that with me out in the hills this evening. So we traveled light. So I'm just on the normal little tripod, you could say. But yeah, appreciate you dropping by, Wes. Have a dynamite day, my friend. But yeah, like I was saying, please follow. She's in the house now. The Day. What an awesome singer and really, really beautiful voice of it. Like, so you'll really enjoy a previous broadcast as well. Like I said, I don't know what's actually happening with my broadcast at the minute. We've got a few glitches. It's showing on my phone as portrait mode, even though we should be in landscape, and it's going from good to poor, good to poor. Teddy, come away from them sheep. The farmers up here are quite strict, guys, and if they do see roaming dogs chasing sheep or anything like that, they do have a tendency to shoot. So we need to keep Teddy here. It's not as though he bothers with the actual sheep, though. That's a good thing. If I call him back, he will come back to me, and he's never bothered sheep in the past. But as you know, dogs can be so what's the word in? They can change so quickly. So we do have to keep an eye on him and keep him close to us, and if need be, put him on the lead. The Day, thank you so much. Well, oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome, and I appreciate you dropping me up there as well. Like, so it's always nice to these collaborations and the community spirit and everything like that. It's always good to keep that going. I'm not a big lover of joining broadcasts when I'm actually out in the hills because I find it very, very difficult. As in, I tend to over talk people or vice versa. Like, it's always difficult because you can't hear a lot, you can't see a lot on a phone when you're broadcasting. So I tend not to jump up, but that's why I put my mic on silent, like, and just to show you the views there, and hopefully a few of my followers will come across and join yourself then. This little man here, oh my. But yeah, there's a number of sheep. There's a couple of hikers already up here as well. I don't know how I can I get my screen back to landscape mode, and he doesn't want to know. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to. Teddy, come here a minute. Ah, there we go. We're back on proper mode now. It's worked for me. I know up here, like, the reception does get a little bit tricky. Like, we're out for a few hours, probably 3 hours this evening. It's a beautiful evening. We've had a lot of rain here the past few days, so it's always nice to get back up the hills and to enjoy the countryside, enjoy the views, and also to feel that fresh air on the side of your face as well when you're actually working from home. I did have a little break from all social media last week. I actually switched off all my notifications, I switched off all my apps and everything like that, and I didn't jump on anything. I wasn't looking at anybody's broadcast. I just needed a week away. And even though I do enjoy my own company, I like being up the hills, I like being up the mountains on my own. I guess the last year is basically finally caught up with me, and I guess it affects people in different ways. I mean, I've been working from the house now since last March, since the start of COVID. So over a year now, working from home, not having the communication with work colleagues, not having the communication with other people, anything like that. Basically being a loner and not being involved with people, not being having people around me to talk to, anything like that. I guess last week it just totally caught up with me, and it was very, very strange. I just found I needed to switch off all my social media and try and get my life back in order. And that's what I actually did. I'm back now. I'm happy. I'm feeling good. We're back up the hills, apart from a bad back leg, but we're back to ourselves anyway. But as for moving to other social platforms, no, I've got no interest. I'm happy where I am at the minute. I enjoy HAPS, I enjoy the community, I enjoy the good vibes which actually happen here. We do get the odd drama on some of the broadcasts, but I'm one of the lucky ones. I've never really suffered with drama. I've not suffered with trolls of any kind. So yeah, we've been quite lucky. So we've got a beautiful 360. There's me. Hi guys, how you all doing? But I guess that's the same with a lot of people. A lot of people basically left and then they come back, and then they go again, and they have a little break, and then you see them coming back again. But yeah, I guess that's social media for you. Let's head down this side, Teddy, and see what's happening. They appreciate the the high five. I appreciate that, my friend. You're very, very kind. Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all well. Mineral Man, how are you, my friend? We're out in the hills, so I'm happy. I see when my reception is actually going from bad to poor, good to poor, good to poor, then back up again. Hopefully we can keep it. Around this side here, we've got nice rocks, and we're probably out from the wind. So even though I have earbuds in, guys, I do apologise. Hi, Carol. How are you doing? Good to see you. We do have earbuds in, but I do apologise about the wind noise and everything like that. It is quite blowy up here, but at least the rain's staying off anyway. So we're Ted Canuzzi Explore. I don't know whether you can remember anybody who did follow me on Periscope before, like my previous dog, Socks and Snoopy. They used to love it around here because there's so many rabbit holes, and they used to be down there and going mad. Teddy's not that not too fussed. I think if a rabbit poked his head up out the hole, I think Teddy would run a mile, to be honest. I don't think he's got the killer instinct inside him. Not as though Snoop or Socks ever did. Gotta run, stay safe, Blondie. I appreciate you dropping by, my friend. I really do. Yeah, we're not going to stay on for too long tonight because what we're only on 12 minutes. We'll probably do about 15 minutes, 20 minutes this evening, because I want to get my my walk in, and the reception up here is not the best. Got this beautiful lavender down here, the smell coming off here as well, guys. It's just so beautiful. And I actually live in this direction here, so about 10 minutes away in this direction. I live based in a small village there, population only around about 400. That's 400 people, not 400,000. Very, very small village, and that's why I enjoy it. I lived in cities, I've lived in big towns, etc. like that, but I enjoy living in the country now. Does your dog get very dirty going through the foliage like this? Believe it or not, there's places up here, like along the top, the main track along the top here, it's a little bit muddy in places, but the good thing is, because we've had a lot of rain, even up to like lunchtime today, there was a lot of rain around, so this is quite damp up here, and it actually clears him. Because it's quite coarse, it actually cleans his pores, and he comes out cleaner than when he actually went out. So that's a tendency what you find like up the hills and everything like this, especially in areas like this. It's damp because it's wet underfoot and everything like that. If he runs around for 15-20 minutes in this, then he's back clean again, so you don't bother with him actually going in. There is a lot of mud holes up here. There's a fair bit of water along the top there, and that's only because of the rain the past few days. But no, he actually goes back quite clean. So once I've get back to the car, what I do is just towel him down. I've got a few towels in there, and give him a towel down, and he's good to go when he gets home. Teddy, this way. He actually, bear with me a second. Teddy, come here. Come here. Wait. We've got some sheep there. We've got another couple of acres there, so we don't want to go too far with that. But yeah, it gets actually more mucky when he's actually around. Any ticks going through the bushes? No, we are another thing. I've had dogs here living in Ireland for the past, what, 15 years. I've been over here. What we've been over here now, we've been living in Ireland for 17 years. We moved across from Cornwall there over in the UK. Basically wanted my son to start his education in Ireland. Exactly, where in Ireland are you? I'm an hour south of Dublin. This is basically on the border of Wexford and County Carlow, down on the east coast. So approximately about an hour's drive south of Dublin. I actually work up in Dublin, but when pre-COVID I work in Dublin, running around the mountains. Teddy's a little inquisitive on that. But yeah, pre-COVID in Dublin. At the moment I'm working from home, which is great because I'm not to it. I work doing all that travelling sometimes in the morning, taking up to 2.5 hours to actually get up to the office. Not the best of time. We just had a test of the National Emergency Broadcast System on something. That's an interesting job. That's an interesting one. Chris, my God, long time no see. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. I haven't seen much of Chris lately. Is Chris done what I did? I had a little break, and then I've come back again. I don't know. Christine, how are you, Christine? Good to see you. Good evening, all. Doggy and everyone. Hi from Switzerland. Christine, I've seen a fair bit of you just the last few days on, I think you was on Michael's broadcast this morning, and I think Michael was on you while he was doing the ironing, I think yesterday. So great to see you, and I appreciate you dropping by there. Yeah, Chris, I haven't seen you for a good while, my friend. Yeah, we've got the mountains over the back here. We're just got a load of sheep in front of us, so I'm trying to keep Teddy away from it. Down the side here, we start to lose reception. We've got a lot of rocks and everything, and there's a lot of rabbit holes. So over this side over here, we have the beautiful Blackstairs Mountains. The main mountain being basically Mount Leinster, which is where my finger's pointing there. At the top of there, you've got a beautiful, well, not beautiful, it's a TV mast basically, which serves the whole of this area, known as Leinster. But that is the Blackstairs Mountains heading down to the right-hand side. We've hiked down there on many occasions. We've also been over to the left. Wonderful walks you can do. I've been down as far as this point here, so basically hiked up the side of Mount Leinster, got to the top, walked down here to this point and then back again. It's great walking down there, but by God, when you're trying to walk back, it does take it out of you, and that takes you in between 5 and 6 hours, believe it or not. And I would be a slow hiker when I'm out and about, only when I'm broadcasting, and obviously I'm not going to broadcast for the full 5-6 hours, so yeah, it is quite the worst part of it is basically you can get over to, that's where Teddy TV broadcasts from. Exactly, that's where the Teddy TV broadcast comes from. Exactly, John. Oh, what a sweet dog, great doggy life. Christine, yeah, I've had dogs since I've been living in Ireland, and I lost one back in August. Basically, we had a dog called Snoop. John will actually tell you, we lost him suddenly back in August of last year, so a year now. We lost him, and it broke my heart. The same with the other dogs as well, and I'm not embarrassed to actually say it stopped me from going out on my hikes, it stopped me from broadcasting. I became a little bit of a recluse for probably a few weeks anyway, and then it got to the stage where I say basically, yeah, I'll go out tomorrow. Tomorrow came, and as you know, tomorrow never comes because there's always another tomorrow. And this was the case. It went on for a number of weeks. I was quite depressed. I'd lost him. That was my second dog I'd lost in a couple of years. He was known on Twitter as Super Snoop. And then my dog prior to that, I lost in October of 2018. That was Socks, and she was known on Twitter as Socks Rocks, because anytime we seen a rock, I used to take a picture of her. She won a lot of photographic competitions, so the hashtag on Twitter became known as basically Socks Rocks. But back to losing Snoop in August, I said no way, I couldn't go through it again. It knocked me for 6, and dogs are part of the family, and the way Teddy is with me now, he never leaves my side. He is part of my family now, and God help the day, hopefully I've got a fair few years. We love our fur babies, grief is real. Exactly. Well, back to what I was saying, there come a day where I says, right, sod this, basically I've got to get out. And I said, I felt good, I was okay, right, we'll start climbing. I climbed up here, we went up the side of Mount Leinster, and this is basically a path which leads up to the top here. I was good, I was broadcasting, I was on Periscope at the time and broadcasting, chatting away to all these people who come and join and everything like that, feeling good. And then what did I do? I got to the top, I sat under the actual mast here and I was broadcasting away, and then there was things which came back to me and I broke down on broadcast. I cried my eyes my heart out, like I was devastated. Just a lot of things came back to me, and I'm not embarrassed to say it, guys. I mean, God, I cried more for my dogs than I actually did for my mother. I know that's not nice saying that like this, but it's true, I really did. But yeah, I broke down. But it's people who were saying, like afterwards, saying, whoa, yeah, you're gonna feel this grief, you're gonna feel this, you're gonna feel that. They are part of the family and everything like that. But please, don't give up on giving another doggy a home. Like, they have a wonderful life with you. You go through grief for a month, you'll never forget your doggies from the past, but just think of all the enjoyment which you actually had. Well, cut a long story short, I was contacted on Twitter in October. I only had a couple of months without a doggy, and somebody actually contacted me and said, would I rehome Teddy? And I thought, this is on a Friday evening. And I said, I'll come round and take a look at him on the Saturday. So I went round there on the Saturday dinner time, and no word of a lie, Teddy would not come anywhere near me. He was shaking, he was petrified, absolutely petrified. And eventually I got a lead onto him like this, and I gave him a little tug. Come on, let's go for a little walk. And he just didn't want to go. Long story short, I know, John. You know my stories anyway. We do go on a little bit. But eventually, anyway, we got Teddy over to, well, I got Teddy over to the house. I picked up a tennis ball in the garden and I started bouncing it, and I could see that he started to pay a little bit of attention to it, and he thought, this looks interesting. And then I throw it against the wall and he started paying more attention. I thought, let's try him. So I threw the ball along the garden. So he went, and he picked it up. And I didn't even need to tell him to drop. He'd come back and he dropped it at my side. So I carried on this for 10 minutes, and basically that's your story short, guys. But Teddy's been with me ever since, and he is one of the nicest, most beautiful dogs which you could wish to have. He doesn't leave my side. He's very, very protective of me. And I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's great at the moment because obviously I'm working from home and no intention of going back full-time into the office, so he's never really going to be on his own. We're going to take him away on holiday. We're away on holiday for 2 weeks next month. I can't wait, about 3 or 4 weeks in time, guys. So we're heading down to the Dingle Peninsula, and also a beautiful little cottage on the edge of the mountains down in Cork. Very, very isolated, but near a lake as well, and also close to the sea as well. I can go for a swim every morning when I wake up. I'm usually an early riser, so while everybody else is still fast asleep in the house, I'll be in the sea. I'll get my walk in and I'll be back for breakfast, and then to start the day with everybody else. So that's next month, and Teddy will come with me. And yeah, he's just absolutely beautiful. He's a great dog. Teddy, wait, and he's having the time of his life. He's going on some great walks at the moment. Wait, Teddy, wait, sit. Oi, sit. There he is, good boy. Always the best boy. He says, Dad, you usually give me a treat when I do that. But where are we? I'm the same way. Long story short, yeah, there is no short stories from an Englishman or an Irishman. Sounds lovely. Is he a Labradoodle? He's actually a cockapoo, so he's a cross between a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle, but he's got more of the Cocker Spaniel in him than he does a Poodle. I mean, a Poodle, I'm a member of a Facebook site with 30,000 people who are actually on there, and you see all these beautiful pictures of their cockapoo, which has just been nicely groomed, and they're looking beautiful. They're sitting up on the couch. Best breed ever. Hiya, well, Chris, my friend, how you doing? Great to see you. But yeah, you see all these pictures pictures up on the Facebook side of all these beautiful cockapoos, freshly groomed, looking gorgeous and everything like that. I put pictures up and it's me up the mountains, and Teddy will be like up to his top of his legs in mud, and he'll be wet through, and we'll be out in the snow and we'll be out in the mud. And I believe that's the way a dog should live, guys. A dog should be out running free, enjoying life to the max, and that's the way I've always treated all my dogs, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But I'm just going to give a little plug out, guys, because I can see a few people in, and Chris and Christine and everybody like that. I did join a broadcast prior to this. I followed her for quite a long time now, but it's very, very hard to jump into everybody's broadcast. But she was actually on earlier on, and I jumped on just while she was actually singing, and I showed the beautiful countryside. I didn't do any talking or anything like that. I just basically showed the countryside while she actually sang. So please check it out. It's on my profile, and the person we're talking about is in Indonesia, and it's the Day. So the DEY. So please give her a follow. But absolutely beautiful singer, very, very impressed with her, very, very talented, and really, really enjoyed joining the broadcast as well and listening to her singing while I showed the countryside. So yeah, please give her a follow, guys. So this is, like I say, the beautiful Blackstairs Mountains in front of us, beautiful Mount Leinster in front of us, 2,270 feet high, approximately what's that, 890 meters, something like that. Only small, not the biggest mountain. I live over in this direction here, approximately about 10 minutes drive away, so not that far at all. So we're really in the middle here. We're an hour south of Dublin on a good day, if you travel probably 3 o'clock in the morning when there's no traffic on the road. But we're like 45, 50 minutes away from Wexford, from the coastline of Wexford. Beautiful Wexford. You've got some absolutely gorgeous beaches, and there's times when you're down on them beaches you'd actually think you was in Bali or one of the Barbados or one of them beautiful things. It's just that we don't get the weather here in Ireland, as we all know. If we got a bit, but saying that, guys, we're a couple of weeks back, about 3 weeks ago, we did have a week of awesome weather. Well, awesome, I don't know, awesome. 28, 29, 30 degrees we got here, which is very, very high here for Ireland. But our country's not kitted out for it. We're not used to these high temperatures. And Jesus, everybody was stuck. I couldn't go out for a walk until late in the evening. I ended up going down to the beach at 7 o'clock on a Friday evening and stayed down there till after midnight because it was starting to cool down there. I was going up the mountains like 7 and 8 o'clock in the evening because it was just far too hot to actually walk Teddy during the daytime. But I know you guys are probably laughing and thinking, well, 28, 29, wait till you experience like 40 and 44. I've experienced it, guys. I've worked out in the Middle East for a couple of years. I'm an ex-fireman, as a lot of people know. I was in the fire service for 18 years. I went out to Saudi and worked on a place called Tabuk on the King Faisal Air Base there, deputy in charge of a fire station there. So I was used to the temperatures out there. Now you do become acclimatized to it. You do get used to them extreme temperatures. But when you get it for a week in Ireland, oh my God, it knocks you for six. So I'm quite comfortable with what we've got today. I don't know, it's probably, what would it be, 16, 17 degrees, if that. I think it's supposed to get a little bit warmer. I think we're heading up to the 2021 over the next couple of days, I think. Christine, I appreciate the super heart, my friend, and there's my super heart coming back to you. I appreciate that. Go to the movies. That is the theatres. Oh, yeah, John, that is one thing you could do, but I'm not a big movie lover either. I mean, I much prefer my own company. I much prefer sitting in the house watching a movie if I do. But I couldn't actually tell you the last movie I went to actually see. Now, I have been to the cinema in the past, I'd say the past year. I've probably been once. No, I haven't actually, not joined since COVID actually. So that's over a year now. So probably the last time I went to the cinema is probably about 2 years ago. Jay, my friend, how are you doing? Great to see you, my friend. I hope everything is all good with yourself. And here's me. I hear you. It's going to be 30 Celsius tomorrow, and it's brutal. Christine, it is. Yeah, we're just not acclimatized. We don't have the air conditioning in the house. Now, saying that, my office does have air conditioning, but I'm not in the office now. I'm working from home, and believe me, I enjoy it a lot more now. My quality of life is far superior now to what it ever was before. I'm probably getting more work done now for my work, but I'm enjoying it as well. I go and sit in the garden, have a cup of coffee, like if I feel a little bit stressed or things are getting on top of me, which I weren't able to do before. But one thing I will point out, guys, bear with me, I just lost my oh, I lost one of my earbuds. It come out. I don't have big ears, you see. No, one thing I will point out to you, and oh my god, my I need to take my earbuds out totally. The music's actually connected to it, so bear with me a second, guys. We have issues. We have technical issues. Let's take them out totally now. If anybody has the same problems with earbuds, sometimes they automatically, Teddy, come here, automatically connect to you the last piece of music we'd actually listen to. I don't know whether you heard the music actually coming through there, but where are we? Gorgeous vista there. Hey, Jay, good to see you, my friend. I hear you. It's going to be 30 Celsius tomorrow, and it's brutal. It is brutal. Yeah, we're not used to that type of weather. Gorgeous vista there. Thanks a million, Jay. This is a beautiful Black Sails Mountains in front of us. Mount Leinster is the main mountain right in the middle of the picture. We've got the beautiful Teddy here. Happy Gora. How are you, my friend? Nice. I think more companies are switching to more home. Yeah, exactly. They are, Christine. But I'll get back. I'll just catch up on these comments. And there's something I will say that it's hot here in Missouri. 30 out. Oh, Carol, no, that is just too much for me. I have experienced like over 100 Fahrenheit when I worked out in the Middle East. It feels barren there, Jay. It certainly is, and this is my type of life. I just love this. But one thing I will point out, guys, as well, and people don't realize that us broadcasters are not made of Teflon. We're not what's the word, indestructible. We're not this and that and everything else. Like, there are times when we do get down and we just don't want to broadcast, and that's why I was off for a week last week. I just didn't feel that I could broadcast. I was not in the right place, and things basically caught up with me. Having worked from home now since last March, I've not had that communication with people outside. Like, when you're working in the office, you chatter to all the other guys and girls which are in there. You've got the communication going on, everything like that. Since working from home, I've been a loner. I've basically been on my own for the past, over a year, nearly a year and a half now. And I guess things caught up with me, and I just needed that break away from social media. As much as I love coming on here and you always cheer me up on here, I just switched off everything last week, and I just needed a break. Hi there, how's your garden? Happy Gora. Doing fine, thanks. Goodness, that summer weather. Take care of that back wall. I have to leave you. Bye, old John. And I hope your recovery is going well, my friend. I know you've been through the wars the past few months as well, but yeah, I got up quite easy there. I struggled. Believe it or not, guys, people think that back pain comes from heavy lifting or doing something strenuous or going on these mad hikes, hanging from cliffs or anything like that. Would you like to know how I pulled my back and basically couldn't move from Sunday until, still now? It's a lot better now than what it was. I was actually taking the lead off Teddy. And that's all that did it. A simple thing like bending over, went to take the lead off him. Teddy moved suddenly, bang, my back went. How crazy is that? The simplest of things. Glad to have refresh walk. We love you, buddy. Jay, I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, exactly. We do need that little break now and again. Absolutely. Taking a break when you need it is a must as a broadcaster. I was on summer holiday myself. Christine, exactly, my friend. Yeah, totally. Now, I'm not somebody who can actually come on. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling under the weather, the majority of the times you just don't see me. I won't come on broadcast. I'll only come on broadcast. I feel that I've got to put not so much a show across to you, but I've got to sound positive. I've got to sound a lot upbeat than coming on and feeling down and starting talking about negativity and all this. And it's just something I don't do. So if I'm not in the mood for broadcasting, basically you won't see me. Teddy, I don't think we're going to go down the side pudding, or shall we? Shall we head over to the side? We're basically heading down to the wall in front of me now. That's the path which leads through, but I want to try and cut this a little bit short because I need to get back. My nieces are back at the house now. I'll be getting in trouble because all week I've been quite good. I've stayed local. I've been across the fields. As you know, I did a broadcast the other night from across the fields from where I live. We've only gone for like an hour and a half, which is great. Tonight, my nieces come round for dinner and I end up going up the mountain. So I'm probably going to be in trouble when I get back. Teddy's going to sleep well. But Christine, he doesn't. That's the thing. I can guarantee we go on. Some of our weekend hikes can last up to like 20, 26 miles at the weekend, and we could be hiking for 5, 6, 7 hours. Nieces are the greatest, they are, Jay, because you can always give them back at the end of the day. But yeah, as soon as I get home, he'll want to play ball. He'll grab the tennis ball out into the back lawn and he'll want me to be throwing that then for the next God knows how long. But there's no wear and tear. There's no wear on Teddy. Like he's just an absolutely incredible dog. He's just lovely. And as you can see, you can just make out his flag tail there going through the heather. But yeah, nieces are the greatest, Jay. Totally agree there. Because you can actually give them back as well. My son is now, what, 22. I've got a son of 22 now. He's just finished university and waiting before he settles into a job. He's waiting for the COVID and everything to go away so he can actually do some traveling. So he wants to do a bit of traveling like for a few months before he settles down into a job, which is probably the best time. Truth, I still see my niece as if she was 3-year-old. She's 23 now. Oh, awesome, Christine. I guess I'd be the same as well. Teddy is an Olympic dog. I know, Jay. So what we're going to do, we're going to follow this down the side here. There's a beautiful stream which comes down the side as well here where Teddy can actually go and get a drink as well. And then we're going to make his way up the side of the mountain up to where this point is here. We're not going to do Mount Leinster tonight because we do need to get back. But look at all this beautiful heather, guys. I don't know whether you can see the beautiful purples. Absolutely gorgeous. And the smell, as you can appreciate, the smell up here is just absolutely wonderful. It really is. Oh my. And it's also great to be in the hills, to be in the mountains, to feel that nice fresh air on the side of my face. When you're stuck in the house, working from home, yeah, we've got gardens, we've got that, but you can't beat the actual fresh air. Teddy, come here. Got a few sheep in front of us, mister. Teddy? I don't want the farmer coming out to me again. I have had a few run-ins with farmers up here, and I better not go down that road, though. Yes, one of the farmers up here is not too polite. Let's just put it that way. And I won't say on broadcast what he actually did, but he wasn't very nice a few years back. Teddy, come here. Wait. Wait. Good boy. Good boy. Heel, 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 heel. Wait. There we go. So we'll make us way down this side here, guys. We'll walk through. There's a number. I don't know whether you can actually make them out. There's actually a flock of sheep. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, rather than disturb the sheep, I know he's just the best, Christine. He really is. Teddy, wait, 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 wait. Is he the best boy? Is he the best boy? And he gives a really nice smile as well. So what we'll do, we'll head back up the side of the mountain and we'll head over the tops here rather than disturb the sheep down in here. So guys, we've been on like 38 minutes. I usually try and keep these to like 30 minutes, but we've had awesome people in here tonight. So I will say it again, guys, for people who didn't catch me earlier on, like for people who don't know, follow everybody who's obviously in the room, but also I'd like you to please follow the day. And that's spelled the DEY. She's absolutely. I joined her broadcast earlier on before I joined on this one, and what a beautiful singer she is. And I'm trying to get her a few followers as well, 3 people who actually follow me. Thanks, Christine. You're an awesome person as well, and really, really delighted that you dropped in, and I appreciate you dropping in. Jay, what an awesome cook Jay is, and one of my my sponsors as well. So I really, really appreciate you, Jay. You are awesome, my friend. And listen, guys, have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, be good. But guys, most of all, be kind. So you know what they say for myself and this little man here. Where is it? We will show our Haps hat, guys. I don't know whether anybody who hasn't seen my my hat carefully nicely done to me there by Bobby Bicker there, but we've got the Haps hat here and we've got the Teddy tails on the side. So for myself and Teddy, guys, have a wonderful evening. And here he is in front of me. No matter where you are, be good, and we will talk to you soon. So for me and Teddy, it's a 3, 2, 1, and we're out of here.